Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm sitting here with Brian Johnson with Big on Bentonville. Brian, thank you so much for having us.
Hey, it's great to meet you.
You as well, you as well. Brian, well, let's just go ahead and dig right in. Tell us about what is Big on Bentonville.
Well, Big on Bentonville is this concept of how do we expose and explore the city that we have here. And so my wife and I had just gotten back from Rome and somebody took us around in their golf cart and they showed us how cool Rome was. And when we got home, I thought Bentonville has a lot to show off. So why don't we get a golf cart and show off this crazy city of ours?
Absolutely. So, and you were telling me earlier, can't have a golf cart in Bentonville.
That's right, you can't have a golf cart. So that was the first thing I learned, which meant that I had to go find a low-speed vehicle. So it's a fully street legal vehicle that we have that takes people around the city, shows it off. One of the things I think that's awesome about Bentonville is it still feels like a small city.
For sure.
But it's kind of too big to walk and it's too small to drive. So having a little low-speed vehicle, jumping on and off the cart, getting to explore the city is the best way to see it.
So for instance, Crystal Bridges Museum, right? People are maybe on the square in Bentonville and they want to go check out Crystal Bridges.
100%.
Yeah.
So let's give them the lay of the land. What I think is great is to expose people early when they get here. Lay out all the process, because you have, on one side you have Crystal Bridges, on the other side you have the Momentary.
Right.
Then you have Walmart headquarters, then you might on the other side have a world famous coffee shop that you want to make sure to hit.
For sure.
And so getting exposure to all of that at 1 hour and a half, 2 hour time frame, then it allows them to see how they want to build their agenda, why they're here or why they live here.
Right on. So of course we're going to put the link down at the bottom of the video, but tell us, say I'm coming to Bentonville and I want to know more all about it. How do I go on and book a tour with you?
Well, you can go to bigonbentonville.com and you'll just see the listing. And we do tours. We have regular tours that just highlight Bentonville. We do some biking tours.
Oh, right on.
We have some what we call sip, see, and savor tours, which is kind of like an afternoon happy hour tour.
Do you have to be over 21 for that one?
You have to be over 21, so make sure to do that. But so we have different ways to expose the city, but it is it's easy to do. You go in and click, pick a time, pick the type of tour you want, and then let's go explore.
Exciting. So how long are these tours, you were saying?
The tours can be anywhere from 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours. The most important thing is that they're fun.
Why are you doing this if you're not wanting to have a good time? I mean, it's like have you ever seen a sad person on a jet ski?
No.
No, you have not. Then you don't want to have a sad person on your tour.
And a tour should be fun and engaging and be able to, our tours encapsulate several different things. So we're going to show you the pieces of public art that are on display, that are in brochures. Why do we have them? We're going to hit the art culture, like what's going on artist-wise. Where are the places to go see world-class art here in Bentonville? There's a show film tour called Fixer to Fabulous on HGTV. Probably everybody's familiar with that. We're going to highlight the homes that have been on that show or that are going to be on that show.
That's pretty cool.
Right here in Bentonville. And then of course we'll hit the local dives, the local hangouts, places that people don't know about that might not be on a traditional brochure, but are where the locals hang out.
Here's where the tourists go and here's where the locals go. Right?
That's right. I think we take it a step deeper because we get to meet our guests. There's only 4 or 5 people on the cart.
True.
So I get to learn, what do you like to eat? What, you know, yesterday I was touring somebody who was Italian. So she didn't want to eat Italian here in Bentonville. She wanted to explore Mexican. So let's talk through that. So we really get to curate our suggestions based on spending time with them over the course of the 1.5 hours.
That's fantastic. So if you're watching this, depending on what time of year you are, Brian was telling me that the most coveted tour is which tour?
Well, it's our Christmas lights tour for sure. Not only do you get to learn about Bentonville and get to see our beautiful neighborhoods, but the secret is at Christmas time, everybody lights up their house. So not only as you drive around, you get to get a little sneak peek in some of the most beautiful homes in Arkansas.
Now, it's got to be a little chilly time of year. Do you like have heaters in the car, in the low-speed vehicle, excuse me?
Oh, yeah, right. We bring blankets, and then most importantly, we have hot chocolate, which can warm any cold night.
Absolutely. That sounds fantastic. So should we go on a tour?
Yeah, why don't we jump on board and go right around, and I'll show you what this awesome city has to explore.
That would be great. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Let's go.
Let's do it. We had a lot of fun, and thanks to Brian again for having us out to check out a tour on Big on Bentonville. Whether you're here local or you're coming into the area for whatever reason, definitely take a tour with Big on Bentonville. Of course, if there's something else that you would like to see me do a video on, by all means, put it down in the comments and I'll do a video on it someday.